This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat for we keeping a foot on the whoop. Hke'S. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Hke'S. And like the Tibetan Mastiff that I am, I'm applying whoop on immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Gervonta Tank Davis. If you notice, look at the praise that he's giving Calvin Ford. He Knows Everything told you guys that Gervonta Tank Davis was a superstar before he got with the Mayweathers. Why is this prevalent? And I'm glad this is Father's Day weekend, because I can talk about this. I don't get enthused. I don't get enthralled about a lot of holidays, but I do get enthused and enthralled about Father's Day holiday, because fathers don't get enough credit, man. They always want to propagate mamas. And mothers have a pivotal role early on, nurturing, breastfeeding, supporting. But as a man starts to become in adolescence age, 7 years old is the beginning of them knowing the difference between right and wrong. But that time all the way up, it's the father in the home that teaches them the alpha molding and training. I had a father every week, Sunday school. They used to just sit us down, teach us about the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving earth. Always talk to us about a certain story, whatever that was put upon his heart, whatever God put upon his heart to talk about that week, he talked about it. But he always found a way to correlate it into life lessons. And it always was talking about negligence. Don't be negligent with your time. Don't let women play in your face. Don't let yourself succumb to the pressures of life. Gird up thy loins. Grab your nut sacks. Mete gas on su woo, dog. These things used to, I'm telling you, if I didn't have this, I wouldn't be the male that I am today. And the fact that my father got on a boat from Haiti, was in the water for so many days. I don't know what's more alpha than that, man. Was on the boat for so many days. Didn't eat, didn't sleep. Didn't have resources for him to be able to sustain himself, and could have caught anything, malaria. He could have caught all forms of sickness. But what he had was his faith in God. He said he prayed day and night, man. He prayed without fail. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 17 says, pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 17 says, pray without ceasing. This man prayed without ceasing. He continuously kept himself in prayer, and God gave him that. Jesus said that man shall not live by bread alone, but by the word that proceeded forth, by every word that proceeded forth out of the mouth of God. So if this man was sustained by God, then he was going to be sustained. When Jesus was tempted 40 days and 40 nights, he was fasting. He didn't eat anything. He didn't drink anything. But you know what sustained him? It was his own word that sustained him. Because John 1 verse 1 says, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word became flesh, and the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. It's interesting how God can sustain you in moments that you don't need to be sustained. There was a moment where the Apostle Paul was suffering physical boils, and God had to remind him, my grace is sufficient in thee. My strength is made perfect in thy weakness. That gives me goosebumps just thinking about it and saying it. This is what has happened to Gervonta Tank Davis with Calvin Ford. And to see that Gervonta Tank Davis, how he talked about how Calvin Ford was a father figure to him, because he didn't have an active father in the home. But the prerequisites are simple. Either you have an active father in the home, or a father figure, a father role model, a father personality. Gervonta Tank Davis came up from the slums of Bmore. Anything could have happened to this kid. Gervonta Tank Davis could have turned into what we would call the ditches of the wayside. Gervonta Tank Davis could have been no more. Gervonta Tank Davis could have been basically a non-existence. He could have been dead. He could have been 6 feet under. Because we know how stuff get down in Bmore. It's like in the MIAO. It gets down, man. It goes down. Chicago's like that too. There's a lot of hoods and suburbs that are like that, man. They get down. They get needy and they get greedy. But he had an active father figure in Calvin Ford that said, no, you have a skill set, you have a talent, and through hard work and dedication, you will get there. And to see the beauty behind how Gervonta Tank Davis was given basically a path of succession, was given basically goals. Men have to give themselves goals so that they can attain it. If you don't give yourself a goal, you don't give yourself a barometer to hit, you're not going to reach it. And the beauty behind that, the caveat behind that, and what makes me so enthralled and enthused behind it is the fact that Calvin Ford brought basically plaques to Gervonta Tank Davis to say, you see, Floyd, another father role model to Gervonta Tank Davis. He attained titles at 130, 135, and 140 by the age of 27. And he brought that. Calvin Ford brought that to Gervonta Tank Davis because Gervonta Tank Davis spoke that into existence, that he will also do it too. But he's early. Gervonta Tank Davis is 25. The fight against Mauricio Barrero, or Mario Barrios, I don't know however you want to say his name. This puts Gervonta Tank Davis at 25 years old. That he's about to attain a title at 140 pounds. But it's because he had an active father figure. And he had a father role model in Calvin Ford and Floyd Mayweather that pushed him. And because they pushed him to greatness personification, which can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped. And hence, Gervonta Tank Davis is in the position that he's in today. And the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis was testifying that, he's made mistakes outside of the ring. He was flawless in the ring, but outside the ring, he wasn't. And how he's learned from that. And how he's trying to develop himself from that. And how he's trying to be better from that. I have nothing but praise to give to Gervonta Tank Davis. I have nothing but respect to give to Gervonta Tank Davis. I have nothing but great things to say about a man that understands that he needs to take himself to the next level. He needs to mature. Because we all need to mature. We all mature at different times. He needs to gird up his loins. And that's what he's doing right now. Fight fans, the sad part about it is they're doing conquer and divide and conquer. They're bringing up Devin Haney, but they're pushing Gervonta Tank Davis down. All because they don't like Floyd Mayweather. All because they don't like what the PBC model stands for. But the PBC model is for you. You dodo heads. It's for you. Black community fan bases. It's for you. The black people. To show to black men that you can be independent contractors, that you can have an abundance mindset, that you can be men and women with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. Why people still go the old promotional route? He knows everything, does not understand that. But one thing that is clear and one thing that remains clear is as simple as this. Gervonta Tank Davis wouldn't be where he's at if the father figure, in i.e. Calvin Ford, wasn't there to instrumentally ingratiate and infect him at an early age and say, you know what? You better than the streets. You better than being a gangster. You better than drugs. We're going to see that you're going to get to the next level. You are box office. And if you put the hard work, you put the dedication in, anything is possible. What's not cold-hearted about that? What's not unadulterated about that? What's not the cutthroat true telefashion that's associated with that? Gervonta Tank Davis is where he's at because another active male was in his life to infect him and to get him to the next level and to teach him how to be better than he was. And hence, Gervonta Tank Davis at 25 years old is going to have the right to say 2 years before Floyd Mayweather that he got titles at 130, 135, 140. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, Notice when he knows everything roots for somebody, is because he roots for the ideal behind that person. What that person stands for. Gervonta Tank Davis came from the mud. He came from the gutter. He came from the bottom. And like Drake say, now he is here. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true telefashion. But who made it possible? Calvin Ford's foundational principles that he instilled in this kid. But also the fact that he has Al Heyman, he has Leonard Ellerbe, and he has Floyd Mayweather. He has 4 father role models, father personalities, father figures, and basically what we would say father-like people that he can look up to. This builds you up on so many levels, and it helps you in the areas that you are inept or in the areas that you're missing. This is why Gervonta Tank Davis is where he's at, because he's listening to the instructions that is given unto thee. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, that's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. Gervonta Tank Davis, you get the biggest salute of the damn day for being a good son. Calvin Ford, you get a double salute of the damn day for being that active father figure in this kid's life. Because in what you've done, is you're not going to get enough credit for this. What you've done for this kid, it has raised him up into the man that he is today. Because if you didn't spend that time that you spent with him, we're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis being just like another statistic on the streets. A black kid dead, slain at this age because there wasn't that role model, father personality, father figure, figure or active father in the home to ingratiate alpha molding and training. Gervonta Tank Davis, sky's the limits for your boxing career, because I know without a doubt that you're going to dispatch Mario Barrios. Calvin Ford, again, you get the biggest salute of the damn day. Floyd Mayweather, you know you get the biggest salute of the damn day. Leonard Ellaby, you get the biggest salute of the damn day. And Al Heyman, you don't get enough credit for this. You get the ultimate salute of the damn day, because all of these guys that you see that are in the positions that they are is because of your vision for what you saw that these brothers would be. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.